Well, you guys, round two concluded, at least for myself. Half the field still out there trying to finish up, but we're under delay. We're not going to play again. Oh my God, I'm about to get blown over, running from freaking tornadoes. I'll see y'all later. Wow, this has been quite the experience this week in Nashville. Don't love it.
Well, hello there. You guys better hunker down here soon. Don't look at me like that. I warned you. Yeah, look at it. It's coming. What? That's just rude. You don't know you're on camera right now? You feel that comfortable, huh? Really know how to make themselves out. All right, you guys. I'm once again on the run from these storms that have been sweeping the south and the southeast, whatever you want to call it, the mid-south, I don't know, whatever you call this area. It's been pretty crazy. Play was canceled. I finished my round already for round two, but the rest of the competitors, I think lead card got through hole 9, and play has been suspended for the rest of the day. Outlook for tomorrow does not look good. There was a tornado warning, a number of them in the Nashville area. I started heading east. I'm going to Chattanooga for the night just to stay away from this stuff. I don't really want to mess with these tornadoes at all, especially when their historical levels are strong. I'd rather just be rather safe than sorry. So once again, I'm driving a couple hours out of the way in the morning when I wake up. If we do end up playing tomorrow, which I think there's a high likelihood we do not play final round here at Music City, I'm going to be 2 hours away from the course, which is striking distance. Not too far. My body's going to feel awful, but definitely not an ideal situation. But honestly, like I said, I'd rather be alive to tell the story than be like, oh man, well, I wish I would have passed on over. So yeah, I'm just hopping on here to check in with you guys, say what's up. Round two went pretty solid for me. I played really in control up until hole 16, literally the easiest hole on the course, 300 foot forehand. And I messed that up 2 days in a row, taking the bogey on probably the highest birdie percent hole on the entire course. Y'all go fact check that, but I think that's probably going to be true. So really losing strokes on that one. Then when you look at 17, playing tough in the wind we played it in, but definitely could have thrown a decent tee shot and given myself a chance for birdie or par. Par would have been fine in the galing winds that we played it in. Ended up taking bogey back to back after fighting the bogeys off all day until 16. So it definitely hurt to finish on that note, though I feel like I battled really well and my game has been shaping up and I'm finding my rhythm out there on the course and starting to find my mental control of, just focusing on the shot at hand and doing what I can to execute that, knowing where the proper misses are on the course. And so I feel solid about how the round went today, even though obviously there's always room for improvement. It was a good spot to be. I'm wondering, like, what's going to happen if we don't have a third round out here? Every competitor has gotten through 9 holes, so in my mind, I think we should count at least those 9 holes, and you can determine a winner based off of that, determine your Pro Tour points off of that. If they do that, I think I have a good chance of climbing into the cash, but I just don't see why they wouldn't. I understand if you should say, like, oh, it can't count for the rating or whatever, but every competitor has played 9 holes in MPO. We played the same 9 holes as everyone else played. And we all went out there and risked our bodies and risked our livelihood and our health to play in the mud and try to perform our best. So I feel like to take away at least the amount of work that everyone did would just make no sense to me and be a little bit, I don't know, just kind of a terrible decision in my mind. So hopefully a DGPT makes the right decision here. And honestly, hopefully we get another round tomorrow because I really feel good about my chances of climbing up. Not going to lie though, my right calf has been getting a little bit tight on me these last couple days, especially sliding around in the mud yesterday's round and today's, and then having to do all this extra driving I have been. As y'all can see, this storm is just creeping in. So I'm not going to be on here for too long, trying to avoid this stuff. The gusts of wind were almost blowing the van over earlier. You know, it's a high profile vehicle. You know, I'm a tall guy. You know, I'm a good 6'4". And it's the vehicle's 9+ feet. So when you're getting hit by the wind, it just hits a little bit different. And yeah, I just wanted to hop on, like I said, check in with you guys, say what's up, let y'all know what's going on. This storm has just been sitting on the middle of the country and really causing devastation for a lot of people. So definitely heart goes out to everyone who's been affected by the storms. I've been watching this guy on YouTube who y'all are going to want to go like and subscribe to his channel, hit the notifications. If you do live anywhere that has inclement weather, especially in the middle of the United States, It's tornado season pretty much from spring until early fall, end of summer. So I think having a resource like Ryan Hall to check in on and see exactly where the storms are, what tornadoes are on the ground at the moment, it's been a huge resource, I feel like, for me to feel a little bit safer and a little bit more informed during a time like this. So also big thanks to Seth Munsey with the Pro Tour for recommending Ryan, and Max Velocity, another YouTube channel where if you like that style better. I've been liking the Ryan Hall, y'all know. I'm a big Y'all guy. Texan. He's from Louisiana, or he lives in Louisiana, from Kentucky, whatever. But he also mentioned the disc golf tournament on his stream earlier. He's like, "Oh, I heard in Antioch we got a big event." Like, wait, I was like, "Oh, wait, I think he's talking about the disc golf." I'm running away from that right now. So yeah, y'all go check that out. A huge, valuable asset to have in times like this. And you need to be safe. No tornado right now, just some winds. And if I get to Chattanooga, it looks like we're going to be safe for the night. Just have some rain and maybe some here and there, some slightly heavy patches, but nothing like the wall that is just hitting Nashville and everything, kind of slightly east and especially north of that. They had moments where they said 100 plus mile per hour wind recorded like only 300 feet above the ground, which means ground level wind is probably going to be not too far below that. And that was hitting right around Mill Ridge at the course. So I'm glad I got out of there when I did. Otherwise, I feel like it would have been a lot more difficult to travel. Big thanks to you guys for watching and for supporting me through the ups and downs of the life on the tour. It's usually a lot of fun out here, as much as it can be stressful at times. But this week has just been downright stressful. I'm not going to lie to you guys. For the body, for the mind, just trying to get through it and get on to the next event. Anyways, thanks you guys for watching. Thanks to our new cow friends for hanging out with us while we sit here and chat. We love their early greetings. I kind of want to go pet them, but I probably shouldn't because the owners probably won't be too happy with me, and they got their little cattle dogs roaming around out there. And yeah, I'm going to be a respectful citizen in this case. Also, I snagged some quick cookout on my way. I was going to get Wendy's, but I saw Cookout right next to it. I was like, oh, you kidding me? Absolutely no way will I touch Wendy's if Cookout is right there. Burger slapped, fries slapped. The chicken nuggets were fire. They were actually warm. Sometimes that's like the one thing they mess up. Sometimes I feel like they don't heat it quite hot enough. And I got the peanut butter Oreo shake. Absolutely goated. I mean, not as good as that ube ice cream, not going to lie to you guys, but for a fast food shake, hard to beat the peanut butter Oreo at the Cookout. So if you ever in the area of a cookout, I definitely recommend it if you like fast food. If you have the budget and enjoy eating healthier and have the time and have the put in the energy, then more props to you. Your body's going to appreciate that. And so is your mind and your brain fog and everything that leads to longevity. There's another look at that storm. It's time for me to continue on. Thanks you guys for the support. We'll see you again tomorrow, hopefully with the wrap up week-long vlog. So hopefully that'll have some fun stuff for you guys mixed in there. Maybe a little bit of the repeat stuff that you've seen in the last 2 days, but I'll try not to cross over too much of those. All right, you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.